have a big matchup coming up for you guys right now. It is the professional bout at 145 pounds between Alex Rolo Torres and Derek Hyatt.
Derek Hyatt on a 4-fight win streak. This guy just completed a triathlon, a statewide triathlon, 5th place. This guy is in incredible shape, but he is in deep tonight. You're talking about Alex Torres. This is a guy who was in Tough Latin America Season 1. He also competed in the actual UFC events. This is the first competitor out of Colombia to do that. It is a great treat in this match tonight.
Man, you see high caliber talent from all over the world on the USFFC roster, and we're getting a little taste of that right here at 145 pounds between Alex Rolo Torres and Derek Hyatt.
Alex Rolo Torres enters the cage for this 145-pound professional matchup.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 5-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first the fighter fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 145 pounds with a professional record of 5 wins and only 1 defeat. Fighting out of the Piedmont Training Center, Gastonia, North Carolina, and Real American Grappling, Derek H. Hyatt. And now his opponent standing across the cage and fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 144 pounds with a professional record of 2 wins and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Octagon MMA, Bogota, Colombia, Alex Rolo Torres. Your referee when the action begins, Dr. Kevin James.
So do not blink here. There is a lot of power inside the cage. Alex Torres lethal with his strikes. As I mentioned, a former Season 1 Tough Latin America competitor. Also a veteran of UFC 184, Rousey versus Zingano.
Taking the center of the cage is Alex Torres. Circling around him, Derek Hyatt smiles after eating that shot. Sometimes that means it hurt.
Well, and of course, Derek Hyatt, this is a guy who is in tremendous shape. Just finished top 5 in a statewide triathlon. So you know he can go the distance.
Good driving single leg takedown from Alex Torres. You know, looking to let his man up, only to surprise him with a punch as soon as he gets close.
Nasty shots there by Alex Torres, keeping Derek Hyatt down. Derek Hyatt so long and lanky.
That knee almost found its mark on the chin of Alex Torres. Alex Torres training with Revolution Martial Arts for this fight.
By way of Bogota, Colombia.
Correct. You can see the caveman wrestling logo on the back of his trunks.
Now I want to say this about Derek Hyatt. He did perform very well there under stress. Following the takedown, he was able to climb his way back up to the feet. He is now using his range well and actually stalking Alex Torres, who is the more decorated competitor on paper.
That takedown was slightly projected and did not find its mark. Good job to Derek Hyatt for stuffing that. Blood trickling out of the left eye of Derek Hyatt. And Torres probably the busier of the two as far as strikes and volume thrown. Hyatt, you know, doing a good job of dodging those, but hasn't really returned anything back of his own.
Sure, and of course, you know, Alex Torres doing a better job of enacting his game plan. You know, he did get the fight to the ground. That takedown does score. And, you know, looking light on his feet here in the center of the cage.
Strong leg kick find its mark from Alex Rolo Torres. Missed on that one. Derek Hyatt seems to be trying to figure out Alex Torres.
Yeah, here we go. Torres closing the distance yet again. Taking Derek Hyatt for a ride. Landing it right on his face. That's Trent Goodell wrestling right there.
They just threw him on the ground. He didn't really try to.
Oh, and also Freddie Serrano. That's the thing, you know. Alex Torres did compete alongside his wrestling coach, Freddie Serrano, during Tough Latin America Season 1. So this guy is very, very well versed to the grappling game. You see Derek Hyatt with a smile there, following that big right hand from Alex Torres. You got to watch out. Sometimes that smile means good things, and sometimes it means bad things. With Tommy Hearns, when you saw the smile, you knew he was in rough shape.
The hitman gave it away with that. Torres has been doing a good job with these leg kicks too. And leg kicks win fights, period. We've seen it happen.
Well, they definitely blow out the wheels of your opponent.
And sometimes when you got a guy with long legs like that, that can really take their toll. I mean, they don't have as much meat as someone that has long, skinny legs. I can tell you they sting me a little bit more. You don't have as much buffer as maybe a short guy would. You know what I mean? And
I definitely have Alex Torres ahead in this round, landing a big right hand there. Derek Hyatt definitely needs to assert himself a little bit more. Use that range and make his presence felt.
Right
Less
now,
than a minute left in the round.
Torres mounting more offense than his opponent right now, and great overhand right finds its mark. Alex Rollo Torres adds another trickle of blood coming down to that left eye. And another shot finds its mark.
Beautiful streams.
Yeah, he just knocked the blood off his face with that last shot.
Again, great footwork by Derek Hyatt, just not implementing his game enough to deter the offense of Alex Torres.
And Torres is starting to calculate that circling, the constant circling that Derek is doing. And Torres is beginning to calculate that and compensate with spinning side kicks and stuff like that, catching him on the out circle.
There we go. Derek Hyatt closing the distance, taking a hard shot there in the closing moments of round one.
All right, round two underway. Derek Hyatt, Alex Rollo Torres right here. Live from the Spartanburg Marriott, it's USFFC 28. Derek Hyatt pushes forward.
So if I'm in the corner of Derek Hyatt, I'm going to say perhaps close the distance, try to get the underhooks, maybe press to the cage, make Alex Torres have to work hard and cool him off a little bit, because full force, Torres appears to be too much for Derek Hyatt.
Alex did a great job there of driving forward with that double leg takedown and just not giving up until his man went down. Which is surprising considering that Alex was winning most of these stand-up exchanges for him to elect to try to get this fight down to the ground here in the second round, but paying dividends for him now in the side mount of Derek Hyatt.
Well, I will say this, Derek Hyatt still very light on his feet. This could be a method of cooling him down just a little bit. And if it does return to the feet, allow Torres in and out of range a little more smoothly.
Back to stand-up exchanges. Alex Rollo Torres, Derek Hyatt. Alex has shown that he can land that overhand right.
Oh, wow. That was a hard kick there.
Yes, it was. And those leg kicks, you can see the redness a little bit on the lead leg of Derek Hyatt, and that is a result of those leg kicks.
Knocked the legs clean out from under Derek Hyatt, and then falls on his own posterior, attempting a second leg kick. Lots of fun and action in this fight. I'm really enjoying it. Calling the action next to Matt Tomlinson.
Man, what a blast we have, Casey. I don't know what we did to deserve this, but we get a chance to see so many excellent competitors step into the USFFC cage. These two guys, no exception. Derek Hyatt and Alex Rollo Torres going to war here in the second round. So far, Torres taking it, but, Hyatt starting to show some glimpses.
Derek Hyatt looked to scramble away of the takedown attempt there by Alex Torres.
Now, interestingly enough, you just saw Torres put his hands on his waist here in the middle of the second round. Not even the middle of the second round.
Hyatt appears to perhaps be coming on, finding his range.
Alex Torres, I'm noticing some deep, deep breaths coming from him. Even a little bit of, hands to the hips kind of dropping right there. You got to wonder if Derek Hyatt can drag this fight into the deep waters of the third round. Will he have a cardio advantage perhaps even enough left in the tank to put away Torres.
Well, I said this in the onset of this fight, that Derek Hyatt just finished top 5 in a statewide triathlon.
That means he's got some cardio, Casey.
Exactly. And that up and down work, Alex Torres has been very, very busy. That can take its toll. And if Derek Hyatt can weather that storm, it could put Alex Torres in a dangerous spot as well.
Derek Hyatt displaying a lot of toughness here. Let's face it, he's taken some cracks, some takedowns, some kicks. I mean, been put in a lot of bad spots by Alex Torres, but just keeps coming. Again, we see him escaping a bad position, trudging forward against Alex Rolo Torres, who is returning fire still. Maybe breathing heavy, but doesn't appear to be slowing down. Mouth wide open. Alex Torres, deep breaths, but still active.
Nice. The right hand still on point by Alex Torres, but Derek Hyatt firing back. 1 minute left in round 2. I've got Torres up, but it could be Derek Hyatt's round for the taking.
The speed advantage evident here. Alex Rolo Torres definitely has that over his opponent, Derek Hyatt. And you know the old adage, and not just combat sports, but all sports, Casey Oxendine, that is speed kills.
Torres making the move down on top of his opponent, Derek Hyatt.
A good knee lands from Hyatt, and if Torres really is running low on the gas tank, some of those knees to the body could help speed that process up.
Derek Hyatt really coming on there in the closing moments of the round. Certainly, I still give the second round to Alex Torres. I have him up 2-0, but we still got 5 minutes more of hard action. The moment of truth for Derek Hyatt is now. Alex Torres undoubtedly up in the first 2 rounds of this fight.
This is that time in the fight, Casey Oxendine, where a fighter has to find the strength from within. This deep into the fight now, Torres swinging for the fences. Doesn't look like he's slowed down at all.
No. But that being said, look at the face of Derek Hyatt, very focused. Putting that pressure in.
Good leg kick from Hyatt. Alex responds back with a couple of shots of his own. Teep misses. Another one, just barely connects. Grazing Teep. Leaps in for a takedown. Doesn't have the juice to finish it, though.
Shucking it off is Derek Hyatt.
And now we're starting to see it a little bit, Casey Oxendine. That was kind of a takedown that didn't have much gusto on it. Now, surely cardio is going to take effect on anyone that fights for this much time. Now, not to say that Alex is unique in that aspect, but
this is shaping up to be a very interesting third round.
Indeed it is. And if Derek Hyatt can stay on his feet here, that'll be a good thing for him. And no, Alex Torres is going to get him down where he wants him.
Yeah, I thought that Derek Hyatt was going to try to climb back up. He bit on that triangle choke, was not successful. A crucial shift here in the early goings of round 3.
Three minutes, 15 seconds left to go in this bout. Coming up after this, we have the main event of the evening.
Derek Hyatt back to his feet.
Blood coming out of the nose, I believe, of Alex Rolo Torres. Could not finish that takedown. Alex Torres is just
Very
wide
tired.
open.
Derek Hyatt coming on here.
Punches
Bad
landing
spot
for Hyatt.
For Alex Torres.
Alex Torres' hands at his waist, breathing heavy, blood dripping from his face.
Still 2.5 minutes to go here.
Derek Hyatt has to reach into the gas tank and find some strength he didn't know he had. He needs to launch an assault on Alex Torres right here if he wants to win this fight.
Treetop by Alex Torres completes the takedown.
Two minutes left to go in the match. Derek Hyatt underneath a tired Alex Torres. Torres is up in the scorecards. That's likely the case. But he is running out of gas in the tank, and that is Derek Hyatt's trump card in this matchup. He's got to get to his feet, Casey Oxendown.
Undoubtedly makes his way to the half guard, still on bottom. It looks as though Torres is looking possibly for a Darce choke submission here. Will it be enough to put Derek Hyatt away? What a fight this has been so far.
Absolutely. Two great competitors putting it all on the line for you to watch here at USFFC 28. Derek Hyatt, Alex Rollo Torres now into the last minute and a half of this professional 145-pound
And what kind of toll
matchup.
did it take on the arms of Alex Torres to exert the pressure of that choke, the Darce choke?
Now 1 minute remains in the contest. Can Derek Hyatt reverse this position? I mean, with the body triangle from the bottom, it doesn't look like, he needs to open the guard up a little bit and try to create some space to either get up or throw his legs up for a sub. Right now, riding his way to the end of this round isn't going to be enough.
Absolutely not. 45 seconds left to go in this round and in this fight. Derek Hyatt shoves off his opponent.
Almost had a chance to get back to his feet. Alex not going to let him up. Pressure from Rollo on top of his man. Realizing he's got this one in the bag if he can just get through these last 25 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of exciting action, we have gone to the judges' scorecard.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges judged the fight 30-27. For your winner by unanimous decision, Alex Rollo